Ethel, let's come to you. Tell us about yourself and tell us your initiative.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Ethel Kofi. I wear a number of different hats, but my day job includes running a digital consulting firm where we work with multinationals and organizations on digital transformation projects on a board level, on advisory level. The other hat I wear is I founded Women in Tech Africa, which is at the moment, the largest women in tech group on the continent, with about 5,000 women across 30 African countries. And then in between, I do startup advisory and some government advisory work. The blank check question is a very interesting one because I wanted to maybe look at private sector, but I thought maybe let's look at the other leg like Salome was talking about. So I want to talk about two things. One being, when we talk about innovation, sometimes, and this happens when we talk about Silicon Valley and the rest of, there is a certain face and a certain type of person that innovates. And I think that we need to expand on what an innovator looks like, right? Women, people with disabilities, black, white. It has to be that the people that come to the table to innovate must reflect the different aspects of our society. And that's my first big thing I would push. The other thing that is something I've shouted out about a little bit, I think that we do not need internet to be able to provide digital services to people that are not central, like in the cities and things like that. So USSD SMS should be the anchors where we provide government services to people that are in the poorest, most detached areas across Ghana. People should be able to access social interventions. People should be able to pay their taxes from where internet's not great. And we should, in doing that, we bring people along in being used to using digital to meet their needs. And then when private sector comes in and starts to sell services on top of that, they are already used to it. So that's what I would go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's what let me just lay out what it looks like as the advantages of Ghana as it is as a technology ecosystem, right? So number one, 7% of the developer skills, this is the IFC data, 7% of developers on the continent reside in Ghana. So we have skill sets in country. And then we have a telecom infrastructure-wise, despite what the conversations might be, infrastructure-wise, we have fast internet, we have a great many hubs, a mature, growing technology ecosystem. So as Salome was saying, that sometimes even when they look at nations, Ghana seems to be ahead. We are actually really well placed to be able to lead the continent. And I say this without, lead the continent in technology innovation, because we've got the numbers, we've got the political willingness, and we've got the innovators. Ghana has great agri-tech innovators, people that have been building from the grassroots. So now what do you do with that combination that you have? You get out of their way, right? And you just enable them. So my thing to government and all the other arms is, if you just get out of the way and you provide the supports that everyone needs. And we've had instances where the startups that advise will say, it feels like a government agency will launch a project that feels like it's a private sector project. And that sometimes, this is because we haven't come to the table. So part of that is, how do we enable an ecosystem that's going to do well because we've got the right factors in there? How do we push it so that people in there will begin to build solutions, will begin to test our solutions? We saw Valerie and what they were done with it. That's amazing, right? So for me, that's what you do. We've got a great ecosystem. We've got an ecosystem that needs to grow. The partners and the supporting actors around it need to get out of the way and support others to make it happen.
I love that.